daughter, the disappointment. I studied art instead of finance, wrote essays instead of emails, worked for nonprofits, taught community classes, never married. Caleb, on the other hand, was perfect. Business school, a family, a house in the suburbs. He could speak in quarterly earnings and play golf without irony. Dad called him steady. He called me spirited, which, in his language, meant reckless. Still, I visited every Sunday, even when no one else did, even when my calls went unanswered for weeks. I brought him books, talked to him about politics, held his hand at the hospital. So when the lawyer opened the will and began reading, I leaned forward and I listened. To my son, Caleb Morgan, I leave the Morgan estate property in full and all remaining family holdings, accounts, and trusts. I trust he will preserve the family name and legacy. Monica's hand found Caleb's knee. He didn't smile, but his eyes glittered, calculated humility. To my daughter, Elise Morgan, the lawyer continued, I leave my journals located in the lockbox beneath my study desk. She always saw things I missed. Perhaps now she'll understand why. That was it. No house, no share, not even the trust fund I knew existed. Just journals. There was a pause, not legal but emotional. Everyone looked at me, except my brother. He looked down, like he couldn't bear it, like he knew. I stood up slowly. No words. Not because I didn't have them, but because I didn't trust myself not to scream. The lawyer handed me a key, silver and worn, the kind of thing that might unlock nothing, or everything. I walked out without looking back. Not even when Monica muttered, maybe now she'll finally grow up. It wasn't about the money. It was about what the money represented. Trust, worth, belonging. And once again, I had been weighed, measured, and left behind. That night, I sat on my apartment floor and stared at the key. I hadn't cried yet. Still hadn't. I told myself it was because I was strong. But really, I just hadn't found the right moment. Around midnight, I drove to the house. The Morgan estate, colonial, white-bricked, surrounded by sycamore trees and gilt. Caleb had already started moving in, but the study was untouched. I still had the alarm code. The lockbox